Hi, my name is Vivian Dempsey, and I've been teaching the Writing Edge Bar Review course since 1986. I've been getting a lot of phone calls from people who just looked their name up on the State Bar's website, and they either got great news or terrible news. If you got great news, it's okay that all they told you was that you passed. That's all you need to know. Congratulations. But if you got terrible news, it's a really terrible way to learn it, because there's no information about it. It's black and white. So you need to put some context around it to begin to understand what could have gone wrong. Since I've been doing this for over 25 years, I'm going to hit the top 5 mistakes that people make in studying for the bar, and maybe you'll recognize some that apply to you, and it'll help you to prepare better for the bar and pass it next time. Mistake number 1, you studied the law once for both the MBE, the multiple choice exam, and for the essays. You assumed, probably because your bar review course told you to, that you could study the law a single time and that it would work both on the multiple choice exam and on the essay exam. Now you know those outlines were encyclopedic, and there was so much detail in them that your brain simply said, I can't know all of this, I can't memorize all of this, so I guess all the bar expects is for me to kinda sorta know it. Well, kinda sorta works when all you have to do is pick out one choice on a multiple choice answer. But when you're writing the essays, California's essays are subtle and they're tricky, and you will not be able to spot the finer issues or be able to reason when you kinda sorta know the law. Mistake number 2, you practice lots of multiple choice exams, MBEs, but you didn't bother practicing very many or any essays and performance tests. Now, I understand this because you're human, and you get a lot of reward from taking MBE questions because you find out if you're right or wrong. There's an explanation. You feel as if your studying is leading you somewhere. You know what you're doing. But on the essays, and certainly on the performance tests, you have no clue as to what you're trying to accomplish. So it's hard to commit the time to take full exams. So you probably did one of 3 things. A, you didn't write any essays or PTs at all. B, you just outlined the essays or PTs, not taking a full course of the exam, the full hour, the full 3 hours. Or C, you simply read the exams and then read somebody else's answers. A, B, and C do not cut it because you don't practice reasoning, you don't expose yourself to the subtleties of the fact pattern that you won't notice unless you're actually trying to grapple with the reasoning yourself, and you don't master the time management of the exam, which is crucial on the California bar exam. Mistake number 3, you drank the Kool-Aid of the bar review course that you took. Now this can take a lot of forms, but some of the ones that I've seen are you believe the course that the short summary outline, which is about, what, 10% of the length of the long outline, was enough for the essay exam. It isn't, because it's missing the details. Mistake number 2, you could have believed the scores that they gave you on your essay exams, and there's nothing realistic about the grading that those anonymous people gave you. Number 3, you could have believed that the advice that all you need to do to pass the California bar is to stuff law in your head was sufficient, and that's also a big mistake on the California bar. So what you need to do is to do your own damn thinking. Okay? This exam is too important for you to rely, to follow the herd and to rely on what a nationwide course gave you. The biggest mistake you can make in the future is to do the same thing over again. Mistake number 4, you never took any timed essay or performance test exams. The big secret, the dirty little secret of the California bar exam is that time is the central thing that you're being tested on. If you can't fit a well-reasoned, organized answer within an hour, or within 3 hours on the PT, it doesn't matter how much you know the law or how right or wrong you are. It's all about timing. Timing is the elephant in the bar exam room. Now you know that people who do anything professionally with ease have practiced and practiced under timed conditions. Think of Olympic athletes. They've practiced 1,000,000 times before they get on camera and do that routine with such ease. The bar exam is that important to you in your life, so you must do practice. Which of course reminds me of that old joke. The tourist goes to New York and asks a native New Yorker how to get to Carnegie Hall, and the New Yorker says, practice, practice, practice. Mistake number 5. You didn't think that there was anything to be learned by practicing performance tests. You thought the performance test was a black box, a mystery. Now, I'm afraid that that's more of the Kool-Aid of the course that you took before, because those courses don't present the performance test as if it has anything in common from one administration to another. And yet I'm here to tell you that all performance tests are alike in many ways. And to fail to appreciate that, or to find out the ways in which the performance tests are similar each time, is like getting in your car and driving without a map or without a GPS. And remember, the performance tests are more than 1/4 of your bar exam score, and if you're taking the attorney's bar, it's 40% of your score.